Hello guys, it's Delta249er here with all the bug fixes in the Minecraft 1.4.3 pre-release. You can no longer enchant a book and quill. You are no longer able to glitch through a ceiling using gravel or sand. Skeletons holding arrows and shooting swords has been fixed. Now they either don't shoot the arrows or they don't pick up the swords. The anvil's hitbox no longer appears in the ground. They fixed falling into blocks or out of the world in unloaded chunks by making the client fall slower. They fixed placing a slab on another to make a full block, playing the wrong sound. Pink sheep's top sides no longer appear white. Fence gates are no longer partially transparent when placed under certain conditions. Cacti and flower pots is no longer partially transparent when placed next to the wall. Eyes of Ender and end portal blocks no longer appear partially transparent when full blocks are right next to them. The Ender Dragon egg is no longer partially transparent when a solid block is placed above or below it. Anvils are no longer partially transparent when in item frames and being held. Slime's hitboxes have been fixed. The NBT data for items and item frames is now accounted for when rendering. Music discs no longer lose their NBT data when ejected from jukeboxes. They fixed single pieces of dye used to change a dog's color becoming a ghost item. They fixed the /spawn point command not working correctly when standing on tripwire or pressure plates. They fixed the wither from being spawnable on peaceful difficulty. They fixed switching from creative while flying, applying fall damage assuming the player fell from the highest point he had fallen up to before, instead of from where he is switched to creative. They fixed the dragon egg not showing its particles when hit. They fixed maps in item frames flickering. They fixed anvils not maintaining their orientation and damage while falling. They fixed the text in demo mode being misplaced when using its 4:3 aspect ratio. They fixed stackable items with the same NBT tag not stacking. They fixed mobs being able to pick up items after dying. They fixed items at the top left corner of containers being unable to be duplicated. They fixed stronghold placement causing the game to freeze when generating a world under certain conditions. They fixed invalid difficulty values causing the server to crash when a player logs in. They fixed edited mob spawners with the same values for minimum and maximum spawn delay crashing the server. They fixed a crash issue with the creative inventory. They fixed mobs that entered the nether being transferred back immediately when the player enters the nether. They fixed fall damage being calculated wrongly after having logged out mid-fall. They fixed minecart sounds not stopping when the cart stops against a wall. They fixed being able to duplicate any gravity-affected block except the anvil. They fixed blocking with swords and blocks worn as headgear being displayed in the wrong orientations on invisible players. They fixed block breaking, sometimes generating duplicate sounds and effects. They fixed the "Your game mode has been changed" text showing when using /game mode to change somebody to the game mode they are already in. They fixed breaking a block next to an open, unpowered trapdoor, closing it. They fixed entities not showing immediately after joining a world. They fixed lightning strikes creating client-side fires. They fixed entities being teleported through the nether portals from creating lag. They fixed player heads losing their head attribute when broken. They fixed the escape key not taking players back to the main menu from the multiplayer screen. They fixed item frames in item frames only dropping one item frame when destroyed. They fixed copying renamed maps, destroying their name. They fixed items with a glowing effect showing their square glow background in the beacon GUI. They fixed emerald blocks and emerald ores requiring two different minimum pickaxe tiers. They fixed items dropped into transparent blocks being unable to be picked up. They fixed using /TP to teleport one player to another player in a different dimension, teleporting that player to the same coordinates in their dimension. They fixed the score displayed on the death screen from always being 0. They fixed books not displaying empty lines with new lines. They fixed minecarts flickering when looking out of them in certain angles. Vines, fern, grass, and lily pads have been fixed from not being colored on player models. They fixed skeletons walking around with their bow drawn internally until they shoot their first arrow. They fixed chests from having the wrong hitbox. They fixed squid from being able to spawn in very small containments of water. They fixed structures being generated in the wrong biomes. They fixed sprinting over blocks producing their uncolored textures particles. They fixed ladder hitboxes glitching out. They fixed chests sometimes displaying their wrong open state in SMP. They fixed the top side of TNT not triggering when it's shot by a flaming arrow. They fixed detailed item descriptions not displaying renamed items' names in italics. They fixed TNT triggered by other TNT, sometimes also dropping as a resource. They fixed bats being able to push other mobs and players around, as well as bats' noises being painful to the ear due to their frequency. They fixed the weakness status effect, preventing players from destroying paintings and item frames. They fixed ender pearls from forgetting who threw them when unloaded. They fixed trampled farmland not uprooting potatoes and carrots. The Wither is no longer able to destroy end portals. They fixed mushrooms from spawning on the top of the nether. You are now able to place trapdoors on normal single slabs. They fixed block textures being mirrored on player models. They fixed cobwebs from slowing down flying players in creative mode. They fixed falling blocks appearing on fire when falling through lava. They fixed burning mobs not appearing on fire while riding minecarts. They fixed sound lag by making some sounds triggered client side. They fixed mobs becoming invisible when the minecart they are in is broken. They fixed sprinting off 1 or 2 blocks high ledges, sometimes causing damage. They fixed signs sometimes being displayed blank. Trees' leaves no longer break half slabs when grown. Mobs will no longer try to jump over nether brick fences. They fixed fall damage being inconsistent when landing in 1 block deep water. They fixed potion effects timers being wrong when the server runs slower than it should. Snow golems not being affected by rain when standing on pressure plates on fences has been fixed. Fall damage is no longer applied randomly and delayed when falling in minecarts. Missing pitch rotations in OpenAL implementation have been added. They fixed the beacon's effect still being very intrusive when the player is under the beacon. They fixed placing a bed at the same time as throwing it away, still placing one half of it. They fixed placing a bed while spinning around, placing multiple beds. Cobblestone walls collision boxes have been fixed. They fixed block breaking animations being glitchy in adventure mode. Glass and glass panes are now able to be broken in adventure mode. Lastly, they fixed the client crashing when the connection is lost while editing signs. That concludes the full overview of the bug fixes in the Minecraft 1.4.3 pre-release. A like and a favorite would be greatly appreciated because it did take me a very long time to make this. You can see Mojang's post about this pre-release, and a link to that is in the description. And lastly, if you are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe for more daily content. Thanks for watching.